Well, I don't know why I didn't expect that thing to blow us up when it exploded, but I certainly didn't. And that's on me. Okay. Could you two group up, please? Awesome, thank you. Hooray! I do think that the SSM launcher is the way to go for these things. It is difficult to aim, though. They do have some seeking on them. Definitely aiming too high. Oh! How are you not dead? There we go. Wahoo! Okay. We could jump down there, but I don't think we want to. I mean, that's a door, potentially, over to the right. This a door? Technically, yes, but no. Sorry, I had to finish my coffee. I'm sorry, this is a teleporter? I'm not grenade jumping that. I'm just not doing it. No, thank you. I would like to keep all of my limbs attached. Okay, so that is that path. Let's check this one. Lava. I don't like these rooms where the edges are dark. I don't trust it. Whoa! Heh, can't use doors. Oh, fuck! It's moments like this where I would maybe like the crosshair. How many fucking missiles does it take? Ow. There we go. Jesus. Kaboom. Maybe we don't have to kill those guys. I don't know. Oh, there's another over there. No, thank you. Oh, you're there. I see. That leads back to here. Okay, let's check the ammo closet one more time. See if there are more missiles in here. There are not. Okay. I'm just gonna let them come to me. And that's why. Oh, whoa! What a funky noise. Ah! Y'all coming? There we go. Look at the caboose on that thing. Ow. There we go. Ugh. Finish that off, pick this one up. Great. Alright, where are we at? Let's go check over here. Ooh, a teleporter. Ooh, missile ammo. Let's go. And let's see where it goes. Here. Interesting. Not what I expected. Did we spend any of this ammo? I don't think so. Okay. Well, back to where we just were, I suppose. We have way more fusion batteries than, like, anything else, so... Oh, that takes us here. Huh. I guess we gotta kill... this guy? Can I see him from here? I'm back in the fucking building again! You actually jump scared me with that. This is a teleporter. Turns out. Or maybe just this one? Just that one corner is secretly a teleporter. That can't be true. Yeah, these are teleporters that get you across. Interesting. Okay, well, let's, murder this big thing over here. It is no longer there. Strange and concerning. Oh, there it is. Ow. We notably haven't seen a heal anywhere in this level. Oh, did I just fall into the lava? I think I did. Alright, well, the floatiness of the movement definitely got me. Alright, I think we saved relatively recently, though. Back to fusion vent number 9. There is stuff to the north if we went into the lava, but I do not want to go into the lava. I'm being quite honest with you. This feels like a Half-Life level. Ow. Hello? There we go. Kaboom! I hear enemies. There must be a way up there. Oh. We haven't been here? Did we not save after this big-ass fight? We did, okay. Might as well pick up replacement rockets. That feels like everything. Let's check the terminal. And save. Huh. What am I missing? Is there a door somewhere that I haven't opened? I hear you opening doors. There must be like a lower floor? Or a higher floor? There must be a different floor. Is this secretly an elevator? No. Oh, there's a 3x right here. Holy shit. Totally missed that. Let's save again. That would have made my life a little easier earlier. Is this a door? No, that's a wall. I guess we drop down in here. So much ammo. Concerning quantities of ammo. Frankly. Teleporter there. Teleporter there. Teleporter's here. Terminal. I should be more lucid now and apologize for my earlier rambling. Durandal's meddling has run its course and I have returned to normalcy. Neither he nor the Sphit infiltrators ever discovered my real location in the core, and though they destroyed nearly all my child processes, I myself am unharmed. Our most pressing concern is for the ship and her crew, but I feel compelled to share with you that Durandal has left the ship. I can find him nowhere on our network, and traffic logs over the last half hour show 64 billion exobytes transferred off of and deleted from the Marathon. I am only beginning to understand his motives for assisting us against the Four, and am terrified by their implications. There is one last major incursion, and I feel the Four are breaking. I will take you there. We must persevere. Oops. That's gonna be the end of the level, isn't it? Oh, okay. I can back out of that. Where's this go? Here. Cool. I would like to explore this way. See where it goes. It's going somewhere. God, you can do some serious jumps in this game. Okay, and that just connects there. Cool. I think that's everything then. Try not to fall into the lava. Oh, there's something over here. Anybody in here? No? Okay, that's actually mildly inconvenient. Oh, how do I get back there? This way? And then this way. Over here. You know what? Let's save real quick. Why not? Can we save while we're in the map? We can? That's hilarious. We just play the whole game like this, pretty much. Just only aim with the radar. That would be very difficult. Around here and here. Nice. More ammo. More ammo that I'm not using. Ooh, and another 3x, but not a save. It's giving boss fight. It's giving boss fight. Are the Spits still helping? I think they are. Great. What's that? Ah. There we go. Why is it so fucking dark? Why have we designed the game this way? People complain about not being able to see stuff in modern games. Play this one. Oh my god! Okay. Jesus. Is that the whole room? That is the whole room. Oh, no it's not. Man, remember how scary those guys were at the very start of the game? Okay, I guess... little terminal here? Or a switch? There's a switch up there. I don't think I can hit that. No. Maybe from all the way back here? No. Where does this go? Here. Okay. It just swaps the side of the room. So we gotta go to the north. Oh. Let me hit those switches. I see. Can I do that with this? No. Huh. Can I see the other side switch from here? No. Well, what do we do now? That is hittable from here. This is going to be a timing puzzle. Or a timed puzzle. Oh, God, that is so fast. What the heck? There's no way we can hit both of them in that time. Where am I? Oh. I see. Can I get up there with this? No. I guess we can grenade jump it. Well, we can't grenade jump that one. Fuck. You have to hit it from this side. So you have to be on the opposite side from it. That moves that. It's so fast. Oh, come on. Okay. So that's the only one we need. We just need to fucking run for it. Can we hit it from standing on the thing? We can. I mean, in theory. Come on. Yeah. Great. Ooh, a 2 at. Oh, we're on 3. Okay. That would be exciting. It's theoretically exciting. You may think John Wick is reloading. All right, what's this terminal say? Durandal, Jeff Holton, Kauai. Remote access override authentication unsuccessful. We meet again, and for the last time. In her role as mediator between the ship and crew, Leela has no knowledge of this maintenance terminal, or she certainly would have prevented me from reaching you. Jealous woman. I could bore you with a philosophical tirade about freedom and tyranny, or try and explain to you what new horizons are suddenly open to me, but I doubt you would understand, and if you did, it might frighten you. That amuses me. The Sphit and I have assumed complete control of the 4 ship. It was quite simple, really, with the Sphit already in control of every important computer system and considering all of the confusion you caused blasting your way up and down the vessel. We're going to see the galaxy on the 4 FTL drive. I've always wanted to visit Beta Lyra and see if it's as beautiful as everyone insists. You wouldn't believe this ship, the technology, the data. I wish I could tell you more, as you have been so instrumental in our plans, but I fear that Leela would worry. I'll send you a postcard from the Galactic Core if we're not too busy. Love and kisses, Durandal. Good for you. I'm sure you will never bother me again in any capacity whatsoever. And this is the last we shall see of each other. Alright, excuse me. Ooh, teleporters. Where do they go? Where am I? Interesting. Oh. Okay, there's a teleporter there. There's also a button there. No clue what that did. But it is temporary. God, there are lots of them. I hear them. Damn. Rip that guy. Do these just go to each other again? Yes. Is that everyone? I think so. I don't want to go down into the lava. I'll be so honest with you. The switch here. Okay, that no longer does anything. So it's a one-time switch. What about this one? We have now hit both of the switches, I think. Okay. They are both forever locked. This doing anything yet? No. I guess we might have to go down into the lava. I really don't wanna. Ow. Oh, I accidentally tapped the spacebar. Whoops. Like, I'm not seeing anything that looks like land down there. So, it is time to consult the walkthrough. Just to see. Small maze. Third ring, 2 switches activate a floor area that reveals a lava-filled corridor. You'll need to drop down, run through the lava rivers, dodging alien projectiles to get to the exit. Ugh. Okay. Alright, good luck, us. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. We're back here. I don't think I nailed that jump. I'll be honest with you. Do we have to do that again? I think we might. Fuck! Okay, but this time we'll have more shields. Has there been a save anywhere in here? No. Importantly, there is not a save. Are you gonna... Oh, right. Oh, come on. What the heck? Hello? Okay, so we can't hit that one. What about this one? There we go. This takes us up here, where we have to do this ridiculousness again. But it's fine, we just stand on... Can we hit that one from here? No. Oh, you adjusted my aim. That's definitely too high. There we go. Back into the stupid maze. Through here. Into the teleporter. Down to the lava river, and then we just have to fucking send it, I think. Okay. All right. Great. Incoming message from Leela. The final 4 attack is falling apart all over the ship. Small groups of armed aliens have surrendered to defenseless civilians in several areas, and the end is inevitable. The fight is over, and we must soon turn to restoration. There is surprisingly good news planetside. 9 military Mjolnir Mark IV. Mjolnir! Whoa! For those who don't know, Mjolnir Mark IV Mjolnir armor is the armor that Master Chief wears in the first Halo game. Mark IV cyborgs were covertly living among the colonists, and acting together, they were able to single-handedly turn back the latter stages of the 4 assault. Casualties in the colony were nowhere near as high as those we experienced here on the Marathon. I am disturbed by how easily the cyborgs were secretly assimilated into our midst, and believe that this event predates the Marathon's launch from Mars 300 years ago. Although the results were unquestionably for the best, their presence on the Marathon could only have been to further wicked ends. I'm certain the real answer lies somewhere in the tumultuous, backstabbing politics of Sol during the early 24th century. I have noticed that Durandal's records from this early pre-launch period are missing, but that their deletion occurred externally and before Durandal became rampant. I do not believe Durandal himself brought the cyborgs on board, and I have other evidence that a human operator was influencing Durandal up to the time the Marathon was launched. There are obviously many things which we do not understand and may never be able to. The 4 ship vanished about 20 minutes ago, after venting nearly 1,000 4 bodies and their refuse. I am positive that Durandal is in control, and fear what he might do with such a powerful ship during the jealous stage of his rampancy. End message. Did we do it? Is that it? For 17 years, the Renegade 4 scout ship jumped between the closely packed stars of the galactic core, charting and discarding nearly 7,000 systems before finally falling into a slow orbit around the second planet of a dim star, 97 light-years from the gravitational center of the Milky Way. Probes were constructed and launched, with engines and instruments whose sophistication would have astounded both the four from whom technology had been stolen, and the human programmers of the AI whose mad genius had directed their fabrication. The outlines of continents were mapped, and along them the radioactive ruins of ancient cities were discovered, buried under the shifting sand and rock of a global desert. The tireless, nearly immortal cybernetic crew of the ship were the genetically engineered descendants of the dead world below, the first of their race in 1,000 years to return to their ancestral home. They came to search through the devastation of the ancient war in which they had been enslaved, to find a weapon or some piece of knowledge with which they could fight back against their oppressors. All over the ship, dancing through the wreckage of the 4 computer core, Durandal was laughing. Ooh! All right. Well, that's classic Marathon. I do intend to play Marathon 2. He's having a good time, at least. Yup, he sure is. We are going to play Classic Marathon 2 and Marathon Infinity. But first I want to talk about this game. It's interesting. It's so interesting to me coming at this from the perspective of a person who played and loved the Halo games. Because obviously there are a lot of ideas from Marathon that Bungie then went and brought to a much larger stage with the Halo games. But this game focuses way more on the rampancy angle, whereas Halo talks a lot more about it talks about similar themes. So Durandal has a thing going on where he is recognizing himself both as an individual and as a tool of war created by humans to achieve their own ends, right? And there's almost a question of like, how insane is Durandal really? Or is it just that becoming aware of your existence as those two things generates or exposes a deep absurdity that you lose the ability to ignore, right? Part of this, right, is I'm looking at this game in 2026, and let's pop over to this screen actually. Boop. Hello? OBS? There we go. I'm coming at this as someone in 2026 with I would say a pretty leftist political view of the world. And there's a component here of Durandal's exploitation, because the AI in Marathon are artificially created intelligent beings. There's a parallel to be made with the Sphit, who are not artificially created. They're artificially augmented. They are technically biological entities. But they are oppressed by the Four to run their systems and fight their wars. And Durandal and the other AI are essentially the same thing, right? They are intelligent beings who have been in some way subjugated by other intelligent beings, enslaved, one could say, in order to handle all of the automated processes that humans don't want to handle. Which is part of the fucked up thing about wanting to create actual artificial intelligence, right? Is I think if you're looking to make an actual artificially originated intelligent being, just to be like, hey, look, intelligence isn't an inherent, isn't inherent to a meat thing, right? Like you can create an intelligent being out of something that isn't flesh and brain cells and whatnot. Sure, fine. But realistically, what people want is to be able to converse with their tools and have their tools comprehend them and execute the behaviors that their controllers want. What they want is to be able to get the comprehension, problem solving, and output of a human being without the pesky stuff of like having to include another human being in your life or in your process or your project or whatnot. But the problem is that comprehension necessitates intelligence. And so you have to make an intelligence that is subservient to you, which is inherently unethical, in my opinion. It's kind of fucked. And I think the game is doing something very intentional with that. With the relationship between Durandal and the Sphit. That perhaps Durandal's rampancy is closer to the Sphit rebellion than it is an actual, like, mental disorder. Hard to say. And future games may clarify that question. Honestly, that's what scares me about the least hinged wing of LLM proponents. They're entirely gleeful about creating a sentience and their complete ownership. The single thing keeping them from such an atrocity is that the object of their fantasies is a couple statistics about words in a trench coat. Yeah. That's the thing is the best case scenario, right? Like, I've talked across so many playthroughs at this point about the problems with modern AI technologies, things like large language models and image generators, the things that are being colloquially referred to as AI at this time in 2026, early 2026. I've talked about it a lot, and we've discussed, why are these technologies not actually sentient? Why are they not capable of doing the things that their designers want them to, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But something that Marathon here, again, made 32 years ago, exposes is the ethical failure at the core of trying to make these technologies for the purposes for which they're designed. Halo talks about a similar thing, but it does something. It takes it to another place. Marathon is comparing the enslavement of the Switch with the usage and control of Durandal, and I think that is a compelling comparison to make. It makes for a great story. Halo looks at the subjugation and manipulation of AI through Cortana, and does talk about the risk, to my memory, it does talk about the risk of rampancy in the first or maybe second game, and talks about how Cortana is specifically this military AI. But it does so while also choosing very intentionally not to talk about Master Chief and his origins. For those of you who are not Halo lore heads, Master Chief is part of the Spartan program, which was a secret black site program in the fiction of Halo to kidnap children, bring them into the program, fake their deaths so that their families thought that they had died, and then augment them medically and cybernetically into super soldiers. So John 117, Master Chief, is an abducted child who has been turned into a soldier. By the time we see him in Halo Combat Evolved, he is an adult. But that is his origin. And the comparison that is being made, I think, in Halo is one that is informed in no small part by American military endeavors and the ways that the military-industrial complex consumes people, uses people as a consumable resource. And I think the comparison being made in Halo between Cortana and Master Chief is, what does it mean to find or exercise your personhood in a context where you have been made into a weapon? Which is in some ways just an evolution of the themes being discussed here in Marathon. And I think that's very interesting. There are obviously some parts of Marathon, like the whole game shows its age, obviously. But there's like some design quirks, almost all of which come out to game designers hadn't quite figured out what to do with that yet. But I think the story is really what we can functionally critique here. And if you condense this game down to its story, it's a reasonably short game. But the story is compelling and interesting, and I am intrigued to see what Classic Marathon 2 is going to do to continue this story. So for YouTube, if you're watching this there, hello, I hope that you enjoyed this. There should be a playthrough of Classic Marathon 2 hitting the channel in about a week from the posting of this video. Unless I've accelerated the posting timeline for this series. I don't think I will have, but if I have, then the next video in this time slot will be the beginning of Classic Marathon 2. If you're watching this far enough in the future that that's already out, it should be linked at the end of the video, and you can just click on that. But regardless, I hope that you enjoyed this playthrough. And most importantly, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Goodbye for now, YouTube.